Hello everyone, I am still at Game Connection in Lyon. I'm very pleased to have with me Isabelle Martin, former head of localization at global publisher Electronic Arts. Isabelle, what inspired you to enter the video game sector?
Well, I've been since very young, probably 9 years old. I've been playing video games with my brothers at the time, my older brothers, and it's been a passion for me. So previously I joined the music industry, which also music was a passion. I worked 12 years in the music industry, and then I took a career fork, and the video games came up to me as a logical, because it was the second big passion in my life. So I've been lucky to be able to make that transition from audio recording to localization through SDL, a localization provider, where I've been joining their recording studio, first as a project manager, and then after a year I was managing the recording studio, 6 or 7 people. So that's been done quite easily.
Very good. And so how did you get your first job in the games industry itself after the music industry?
After 2 years at SDL, I bumped into an advert for a localization manager at Lego Media, and I thought it was time for me to really go to the game industry, because SDL had a Sony at the time, but was a little too small for me. And so I went to Lego and had an interview and was lucky to join the company, and I stayed 2 years there. It was really great. It was young target age and lots of things to learn in localization.
Very good. Do you think it's harder for women to enter the game industry than it is for men?
No, I really don't have that opinion. I think it's been no problem at all for me. I had to go through, of course, the interview process, but it made no difference to be a man or a woman.
Very good. What reaction do you get outside the games industry when you tell people what you do?
It depends if I talk to children or adults, or maybe it's the same for both, because you get a big wow, the game industry, what do you do? And then when I mention localization, they scratch their head and wonder what it is, but game industry, yes, definitely a wow factor.
Very good. And have you ever felt the need to dress down or play down the fact that you're a woman in order to be taken seriously by your colleagues at your various companies?
No, I think, well, I'm often wearing jeans, but anyway, I try to fit in the environment where I work, so I wouldn't try to wear skirts. If I go to, let's say, a group of 30 man developers, I would wear a pair of jeans and fit in.
Okay, very good. And so do you think the difficulties of being a woman in the game industry are overstated?
To me, a little bit, yeah, because I've never really had any issue, really.
That's good, positive news. Finally, Isabelle, what advice would you give to women wanting to enter the games industry, either as a first job or maybe a change in career?
Well, if you're passionate and if you love video games, that's really a great place to work. Gives a lot in return. You work hard, but you play hard as well. Can only encourage any woman that wants to go into the game industry. Yeah, great place to be.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Isabelle Martin, former head of localization for Electronic Arts.